Right, good morning everyone, welcome back. We're in North Riding Randburg. We have a older Centurion D5 Evo sliding gate motor, which we're going to upgrade to a new Centurion D5 Evo Smart. So we've just arrived on site and it's soaking wet. We're just currently waiting for the weather to clear before we can do or start with the upgrade. We can start off with the removal of the existing gate motor, and you'll see here on the gate we have plastic Razz Rack. So all of that will have to come off. They are loose already. You can see it. You can also see there's quite a spacing between the Razz Rack and the steel gate there. And when you move the gate by hand, you can feel that there are some areas where the Razz Rack is pinching. On the gate motor pinion gear. So if you look at it, you can see that only half of the pinion gear was being used with the Razz Rack. We have removed some of the parts. The steel base plate is set in concrete. Yeah. So let's have a look. See if we can get the new one in. Stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting one. Right, we've succeeded in removing the Razz Rack that was screwed in onto the steel sliding gate. We've succeeded in removing the gate motor from the base plate. So from this, there should have been bolts lower down, and you can see basically, you just move it like that. On the gate motors, we had to use bolts down at the bottom with washers, and then your gate motor comes down with a washer and then a bolt, so it kept it in place in one position. But they only used a washer and a bolt from there, so the gate motor had no support going down. So we've got the gate back onto the ground track, and if I look at it quickly from here, the distance that the gate motor is going to be away from the gate is too much. It was too much. I'll quickly show you here. You can see on the Razz Rack that the gate motor pinion gear was only catching that small section. So if you walk through it and you walk through it, and then you'll see it, here's a broken tooth. You can see it's broken off. And then here, startup sections, it's worn off. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so what we've done is put the gate motor down. You can see the bolts are maximum. Gate motor is to the most forward position that it can go. Just want to cover it. So the gate motor cannot go any forward anymore. And now if you take this Razz Rack, you put it up there, you can see only using half of the gate motor pinion gear. So the gate is a little bit bent. So at the back it does come closer. I'll just move that out of the way so that we can give you a view. So there the pinion gear is closer to the steel sliding gate. So from this position it looks like you're going to use the whole pinion gear. So what we'll need to do is we'll just have to check it before we decide. And with this rainy weather it's not easy, but yeah. Just open the gate for me please. Just to midway. Okay, stop there. It's a little bit over midway. And there, if we put it in there, you can see you're only going to use half of your pinion gear, which means you need to move the Razz Rack away and put in spaces between the Razz Rack and the steel sliding gate in order to get the full force onto the Razz Rack. Alright, let's get going. Right, from this you can see we're using the existing studs because we're not using an anti-theft bracket on the system. So what we've done on the left side is we've added a washer in there and then tightened the bolt down onto it. That's basically allowing us to get it level. So otherwise the gate motor is going to lean over towards the gate because it's skew, and then you're not going to get all of the traction on the Razz Rack. And then obviously in that direction it's already level. So these adjuster nuts, they're just going to now fit down onto them, and then we can bolt the gate motor down into position. Right, if you look at it from here, we've managed to secure the gate motor down into position. You can see that it's parallel with the steel sliding gate. We just barely got it in. So yeah, standing upright, I'll show you down in the bottom. Because we've just got the cover on currently. It's still drizzling, so we don't want too much moisture inside the gate motor system. But yeah, you can see that the gate motor is as much forward as it possibly can go in the slots. They've been secured, all of the needed bolts. You see if I can move the camera in there. You can see some droplets. We'll just try that out. So what we'll do is we'll firstly do the plastic Razz Rack, and then we'll just try the motor, everything out completely. All of the electronic components are out, so we don't have any risk of them malfunctioning. And the electric motor, that's quite sealed, so we don't have to worry about that. Right, let's get going. Okay, so coming back to the Razz Rack, the gate motor is closest to the steel sliding gate when it's in the closed position. There's some more space now. If you now put it on, you can see there we're basically utilizing all of the Razz Rack. We put it in like that. So we're going to start off with a gate in the closed position, because as soon as we get to the open position we'll have to put in more spaces. Now that's a little bit way down the track. What I'm also doing is I'm looking at the best Razz Rack sections to use on the startup areas, because that's where the most force is applied. So the areas where it's a little bit worn down and there's a broken teeth, we'll puzzle it out and just move it to a area which will not have a issue in the operation of the gate motor system. Right, we're done securing the Razz Rack to the steel sliding gate. And again, like I've said, we've had to use spacers, because the spacers allow you to move the Razz Rack over onto the gate motor pinion gear to ensure that it's running through on it. You can see there's some space. The space needs to be the whole Razz Rack. On every securing point, I'm just quickly moving it open and close. So you can see that our Razz Rack is running through over the gate motor pinion gear. You can see all of the areas that are supported. What I've had to do, we had a bracket where the front tooth was broken off, so we cut that off, then we joined it. Yeah. Now we just need to fit in all of the electronics. We're just going to dry out the motor. It's not that wet. Alright, we're done with setting up the gate limits. What you need to do is you need to make sure that your battery charging voltage is a little bit higher than what the factory specifications are. 13.6, just turn it up 0.3, will help your battery last longer. So we're done with that. Set the limits. We'll just quickly program all of the remote transmitters. Luckily it is dry. Let me get it closed. Just another aspect. This used to be the old electrical supply cable. So you can see it's a bit short. So what we've done is we've just fitted a new cable. Because there's no anti-theft being used, we're just running the electrical cable in through there into the gate motor. We could have tried making these joints better. It still looks horrible. Why not just put in a new section of wire? It's that easy. Alright, time for testing. Alright guys, we're done. Do a test video just now. Close up view with all of these supports, spaces and supports that we had to fit into the Razz Rack in order to get it to run through on the gate motor pinion gear. You can see the gate motor is nice and upright, not leaning over. Let's quickly test it. Right, let me get closer. You can see it's not vibrating. It's not laboring, you can listen to it. So the closing cycle is basically downhill. And the opening cycle is uphill, but you can hear it's not laboring at all. So guys, you know what to do. Give Pottie a call, 083-778-2288. Check us out on the World Wide Web, .smartgates.co.za. What we've also done is we've set the pedestrian up on the red button with an auto close time of 15 seconds. And we've also set the pedestrian gate time to 15 seconds. So with the smarts you can adjust the opening distance on your pedestrian, you can set the auto close time, you can just do anything you wish. There you can see it's closing. So yeah, great stuff. Thanks for watching.